Welcome everybody. Super excited to be here tonight and share with the TikTok live stream this fruitarian delicacy. Welcome Caitlin. Welcome Dees. Welcome Health and Wellness Emporium. Health and wellness is what this page is based on. So thank you for joining tonight. Intermittent fasting, once you start, can snowball into where it is now 8:20 p.m. and it is normal for me at this point to break my fast. So welcome Kookie, welcome Sarah, welcome Todd. You guys have just arrived to the holistic den. So please allow me to take the very first bite of what you just read, okay? Because people ask me, and Christian, welcome, I spell my name the same exact way. So people ask me over and over again, so I just put it in the description to avoid that. I forgot. I didn't write honey in, but I did put the honey emoji. Oh gosh, I can't wait. So 8:20 p.m. and the first bite is awaiting me now. The power of intermittent fasting, okay? Very, very powerful practice. North Carolina. The Holistic Jedi has returned to the live streams. Thank you, Booger Ball 12. We are all spiritual though, guys. I don't want to take anybody's spiritual abilities away or dampen your abilities, guys. I wish to share with you all this lifestyle that will only enhance our natural ability to communicate with telepathy, empathy, okay? Speaking from the voice isn't as effective than speaking from the heart, okay? And when our hearts can connect along with our minds, and most importantly, our values and how we treat each other, but most importantly, the first home that is the body. Can I talk to you? Ask Pars Maris. Sure. What I can do is spiritually evaluate you, okay? So if somebody reaches out to me, or if I see something interesting, I click on their profile and evaluate them spiritually and express these telepathic abilities for you all to assess for yourselves, okay? Let me remind you that we all have access to these abilities. I attest it is the food matrix network, the processed foods, the chemicals that are banned in hundreds of countries throughout the world, but are allowed into the United States food supply. It is these chemicals that are attacking this vessel. So Pars Maris, you are looking, okay, aka loading. So start somewhere, and you will need to open your mind to assist your manifestation loads efficiently and effectively. What is a spiritual evaluation, S. Lindsay? Well, a spiritual evaluation is what I just offered our friend Mars, okay? I do the best I can based off of this digital application. So, Lindsay Ludlow, I do see that you have an open mind, okay? And to assist you in manifesting your highest possible outcome, Lindsay, I would invite you to open your mind and to start somewhere. I see some patterns that may have perhaps kept you from the plant-based holistic lifestyle and fasting, etc., which is what this entire platform was built on. Okay, Lindsay Ludlow. What am I eating? Actually, I wrote that in the description so I wouldn't have to repeat it over and over again, okay? So I hope you can read that. Why do I want Funyuns so bad right now? Asks. Thank you, Jessica. I followed you back. You requested I evaluate you in all caps, okay? I could have done so, Jessica, with regular caps, because I do go back and read all the comments. By the way, guys, I screen record the comments even and rebroadcast the entire episode to my YouTube channel, OnlyVan619. Okay? So, you have an open mind, and the ability to manifest is within your grasp. It looks like you have started somewhere, but there are a lot of different ventures I see. So, my advice would be to not pick one, but maybe focus more on one, okay? And then continue to look into that one specifically. And I do believe it will ignite a powerful manifestation. Trauma to transformations. Thank you very much, Jessica Ignites. And for the follow, spot on. Thank you so much, Jessica Ignites. Hello, Carrie. Izzy, thank you very much. I will unmute you. You remind me of Miss Cleo. Interesting memory you have. Deep, thank you, Pars Maris. Thank you very much. Take a dance class. I get a headache and dizzy when I fast more than 16 hours. What do I do? Thank you, Xeon420. Because I'm not here to only express my telepathic abilities. I'm here to share my knowledge in the fasting plant-based lifestyle. So, what you are experiencing, and I looked this up earlier. Perfect. Let me go back to a chart I pulled up earlier, and it goes through the stages. This is why what you have to do is write it out, my friend, because check it out. Those are typical symptoms for that stage. Day 1 through 3, okay? When you fast more than 16 hours. So this includes psychological hunger cravings, obviously, sometimes intense, irritability, weakness, headaches, muscle weakness, dizziness, flatulence, okay? Upset digestive system, nausea, bad breath, okay? Look, these are detoxification symptoms, okay? Do not be alarmed. Please do not be alarmed. All right? There's a guide here. I've pulled a fasting guide from the dark web to share with you all. Okay? So that means that this information will not show up on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth page of Google. Okay? So yeah. Look, if you can make it to, let's see, when can you get out of this? Because you're not out of the clear yet after day 3. It might improve slightly, and I do believe it does. But up until day 9, you will still experience typical symptoms of fatigue, blurred vision, excuse me, nervousness, backaches, okay, muscle tightness. So I recommend stretching and hydrating throughout the duration of your fast, obviously. So when you make it to day 7 through 9, okay, you are reaching a state of normalization, okay? That is enhanced energy, finally, okay? Clear-mindedness, an increasing sense of well-being, okay? And the body's healing process is once again at its optimum efficiency, which we never reach that state, guys. We never reach our optimal healing state because of our sad standard American diet lifestyle, everyone. So what you can do, my friend, is write it out. You can follow me. You already do. You can follow my YouTube channel. I live stream every day. Look, it is 8:30 and this is my first meal today, okay? So I'm fasting each and every single day with you, okay? Although I will break my fast from time to time. But I've created the Holistic Warrior Network because you are going to be facing withdrawals, okay? Flat out. There's no doubt about it. These foods are more addictive, again, than heroin, cocaine, etc., okay? And thank you, Liz, for the follow. Alright, that was a very NPC-like. My mother, Spooky Dookie, my son, / daughter, / they, them. How can you resist a sizzling carne asada? That is a great question, Edgar. That is a very, very... Edgar, look, you can always tell, you can assess the awareness level / genuine concern of someone based off of their question. And this was a genuine concern because this is a very, very hard temptation for me to pass up. So, before I learned about jackfruit and how it can literally mimic what you just said, a sizzling carne asada can be mimicked with jackfruit exclusively, okay? And Nuno's Tacos in Dallas, Texas does an amazing job, the best I've ever. I've been coast to coast, and Nuno's Tacos in Dallas, Texas, they make the best replica of carne asada using jackfruit. So before I knew about that, okay, because I just learned about this, facing temptations, I always had to remember what would happen if I fell into that sad lifestyle once again. Okay, 1 donut would turn into 5 donuts, etc. It was just snowball effect, okay? So these foods they're not meant to fill you up, okay? They're meant to stimulate you. Okay, so it is a lifestyle of stimulation and not actually receiving nutrition. Using these foods as a distraction. So I had to remind myself of my energy levels and how they would continue to suffer if I continued on eating the temptation carne asadas or whatever it was at the time. Because I did work in the food industry where I had access to virtually anything you could think of at a very low to most of the time free cost, okay? At no cost, rather. So yeah, that includes alcohol as well, to cope with the lifestyle or the situation. I like eating food. Carne asada are fill me up. I like eating food. Alcohol tasting good in my tummy. No. Quinn is triggered. Freaking good feeling. So that is indicative of a body that is driven by parasites, okay? They wake up, first thing, must have McDonald's, must have some form of sustenance. That is when you're driven by your parasite rather than your passion, okay? Do I eat vegetables? Asks Snow. Yes, no, I do eat vegetables. Yes, no. Welcome, Daisy. I do eat vegetables, okay? And I will tonight. I have a Caesar salad prepared as always. It's the end of a pineapple. Do I eat meat? No, I'm plant-based, okay? For 7 years, okay? What am I eating? Asked Quinn. Is that grapes? This is pineapple, Quinn. So, no, it's not grapes, but it's a smoothie base, okay? Papaya. I wrote it in the description, Quinn. Papaya, mango. No salsa. Eye emoji. Do I eat vegan meats? Maybe a few times a year. That means tempeh, or if it's a soy product, maybe. But I do not buy. It's only if I'm out to eat, possibly. But at home, I never buy tempeh or any soy products. I always use mushrooms. Okay, those are my meat replacement. My go-to mushrooms, shiitake number 1. Excuse me. Number 2, trumpet mushrooms. Okay, and oyster mushrooms as well. Welcome, Susie. Yes, I love guacamole. Callie Olsen, they're so highly processed usually. Yes, you're Callie Olsen, you hit it on the head. I'm gonna give you a follow immediately. So Callie Olsen, and if you don't care, Callie, what I'm gonna do is spiritually evaluate you. It looks like you're on the beginning of something very important. Okay, an open mind and continuing to look into whatever it is can assist you in obviously manifesting the highest possible outcome. Okay, Callie, it's just a brief to keep my awareness levels in the spiritual realm at some sort of level. Okay, it's like lifting weights, Callie. Okay. So yeah, the vegan meats, Impossible Whoppers. Oh my gosh, guys, these are actually, honestly, if you offered me a steak from Outback Steakhouse and an Impossible Whopper from Outback Steakhouse, I would eat the steak, okay? Let me put it that way. And that's coming from a plant-based individual aspiring fruitarian, okay? And I'm not joking about that. I actually mean that. So, Susie, I wrote what I was eating in the description, okay? Can you guys not read the description? Thank you, Ethan, for your contributions. You know what's great about Burger King, though, Ethan, since you brought it up? Any plant-based individuals who still eat fast food, and I do from time to time, but it's been a very long time since I've had Burger King. But I did eat their French toast sticks, and they are 100% vegan. Now, they are highly, highly, highly processed and very, very terrible for you. And would probably are probably worse for you than some homemade French toast, but they are vegan. They are vegan and they are fast food, okay? So yeah, Burger King French toast sticks, 100% vegan. Welcome back, Heather. And Heather, I'm not recommending people eat Burger King French toast sticks. You walked in at the wrong time, okay? Southern Pride, I'll follow you back, and thank you for the follow. I see you're a chosen one, Southern Pride. I wasn't expecting to see that. Southern Pride, USA forever. I told you earlier, I'm from Picayune, Mississippi, okay? Poplarville, Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi. So, Southern Pride, indeed. And I do believe we discussed the Dixie Chicks, okay? I do believe that was you. So the Dixie Chicks conforming are selling out, rather. because let's be honest, they use the term Dixie. They use the term Dixie to woo the South into stardomhood, and now have reverted to the chicks. So Southern Pride, they are withdrawing their Southern Pride, which they profited from. Okay, Southern Pride, isn't that absolutely, in my opinion, it's, oh gosh, it's just very, very upsetting, because I actually did like the Dixie Chicks, and they were very, very talented musicians. Okay, Southern Pride, do you understand what I mean? You cannot take Dixie out of Dixie Chicks. That's like taking peanut butter away from peanut butter and jelly. Look, I can't be the only one who is upset by these trends, okay? These trends where they are setting, thank you, Stoned Wolf. I'll follow you back immediately. Thank you for the follow. It's upsetting when these celebrities, they use the community to gather support, and then they withdraw everything that got them their fame in the first place. And for them to do that, align with liberalism, it's the antithesis of Dixie. It's anti-Dixie. What they have done, it's anti-Dixie. So yeah, it's the anti-establishment agenda. Yeah, we saw it with the Dixie Chicks, but I didn't know that they were a Trojan horse. Okay, who knew that the Dixie Chicks were a Trojan horse? That came out of nowhere, especially since they criticized President Bush. Okay, so yeah, Lilo Kitty, thank you for the follow. That was just interesting to me. Have you ever craved processed foods? How do you stay disciplined? Was it hard to give it up? So, yes, I still to this day, Amber Lane, crave processed foods each and every single day. Because these foods, they've been targeting us since birth. We have let me plug this in. So it's not only the addictive chemicals, it is the parasites that are driving our behaviors, okay? So we have parasites that have been with us since childhood that must be expelled, okay? Now, I need to do an ivermectin cleanse, excuse me guys, and the camera angle might be slightly distorted. So yeah. And let's see where we are on this playlist really quick. Okay, so let me get back to your question, okay? I wasn't finished answering it. Thank you, Chris. I like the bell. Love the vibe. So Lilo Kitty, check it out. Yeah, I love cats too. So guess what, Lilo? You have an open mind, okay? So if you would start somewhere and begin to look, and I'm not saying you haven't done any of these things, I just mean in a more calculated way than before, okay? You could receive some powerful manifestations, but you are going to have to bypass some patterns or blocks, okay? That's just a brief spiritual evaluation, Lilo, okay? I miss President Obama, Aaron Zach. Let me check on you, Aaron Zach, okay? I wasn't expecting you to say that, Aaron Zach. So Obama did obliterate the, and I do mean decimate, and I do mean end the most lives out of any standing president to this day. Okay, that's what I will tell you about President Obama, okay? So yeah. So, I'm sorry, Amber, look, Yes, every day I crave them. How do I stay disciplined? I remember what is more important to me, living a life where I can do what I can take this body from coast to coast tomorrow if I needed to. And at Amber Lane, at some point, we are going to need to take these vessels through an extreme situation. Okay, it is called the Great Reset. And due to the patterns that repeats in every society, it could happen any decade now, any year now, any month now, okay? So what you need to do is focus on the highest possible version of yourself and what they would do in an emergency situation. And do you have what it takes to survive what's coming? And yes, they are very hard to give up, okay? Because again, they are more addicted to quit than heroin, than cocaine for a reason. We are in biological warfare, and Monsanto, a company who got its origins in World War I and in World War II, when they gas chambered the Jews, okay, Monsanto is now in control of the United States food supply. So those are things to keep in mind when you're facing these cravings, okay? It's nothing more than the weaker version of yourself attempting to give up, okay? There's a weaker version in ourselves that wants to bring us down to our knees, okay? It is a parasite that's riding and benefiting off of our, they're benefiting off of our behavior, and they're retreating when we deal with the fatigue, okay, when we deal with the ill effects, okay, the recovery, okay. So parasites are just driving a lot of behavior, okay. Welcome, Zach Fox. I've lost 70 pounds eating veggies. Something just clicked in my head. I was tired of fighting my body. Amber Lane, that's what it's gonna come to. That's what it's gonna come to. And then there's many people who just cannot get over the addictions, and that is what the hospitals are for, okay? That is what the hospitals are for, all right? That's where you will end up if you continue on. Thank you, H. Hartshorn. I will scroll up and get to your comment in a minute, okay? So yeah, there. When you realize what's happening, that every meal is an injury, guys. Every meal, guys. Let me just be honest with you guys. Every meal is an injury. Welcome, Jennifer Lay. And raw veganism is why it heals the body, okay? It's hydrating foods. We are 80% water. Fruits are 90 to 99% water. Maddie Jones, thank you. Welcome back. So yeah, I see an open mind from you, Maddie Jones. Powerful manifestations await, powerful ones, okay? When you can bypass these patterns, you can do so by continuing to look into yourself, starting as soon as you possibly can, starting today, okay? Free friends, I have achieved my life goal. Thank you, Daisy. Water. It's so true. When I eat a ton of fruit, I'm never dehydrated or thirsty. And it's now being released, guys, that even water, we have been misled to think that if we are drinking water, it's been argued now that is not actually hydrating us the way we should be properly hydrated, okay? It is fruits. You are welcome, Maddie. It is coming out now that the H3O2 in fruits is superior to H2O in water, okay? I am blessed to receive the crown from you, Susie, to be seen as royalty. Because, guys, there's another topic I could go on about. I know I have 5 pending ones. But did you know that Mississippi is actually ancient Egypt? Now, I'm not gonna back that claim up at all. I'm just going to say that and just throw that allegation out there. Welcome, due diligence drag. Thank you, Susie. So, did you hear what I said? Due diligence about Mississippi being Egypt. Many people don't know this. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that out there, and hopefully people can begin to uncover what actually happened. We'll see if at some point it's not like 1,000% confirmed. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I do know for a fact there are buildings and structures in the United States of America that should not be here. They should not be here according to the official narrative, okay? So I can explain a little bit further. Let me see. The world fairs of the 1800s, the early 1900s are a perfect example. Guys, I need you to look into the world fairs now, because what they're telling us is Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin. But somehow, these cities that were absolutely incredible. Have you seen the Palace of Versailles, everyone? Have you seen the Palace of Versailles? Okay, so imagine throughout the United States, these world fairs, Palace of Versailles replicas everywhere. Okay, oh my gosh, guys. So the narrative is a complete lie, an absolute obliteration of our true history. Thank you, Susie. I love the timing, Susie. Okay. So yeah, okay. And all you really need to do, guys, is look at your Capitol building. Look at your Capitol building. And my favorite one, and I never thought I would ever say this because I've never even been to the state, but I saw a picture the other day of the Iowa State Capitol. Now, if you look at the Iowa State Capitol, and if Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin, something does not make sense. Because the Iowa State Capitol is one of the most beautiful buildings on planet Earth. Welcome, DJD. The Iowa State Capitol is perhaps the most beautiful building. So, Daisy, you have been to Versailles. Okay, so imagine, Daisy, these world fairs, so the narrative is this. They spent 2 years to build these Palace of Versailles replicas, okay? Cities that were rivaled the same structure, using the same architecture, okay? And they were only supposed to be expositions for 6 months, okay? Supposedly. Hey, bro, on lunch eating me a Caesar. Hey, bro, you are making your way, okay? Now, I'm going to need you to look into raw vegan Caesar. I have one in the fridge now. That's what someone asked me earlier. Okay, so it's olive oil for the dressing. Olive oil, tahini, apple cider vinegar, some sort of seaweed. I used dulce flakes, okay? And then sea salt. Did I say tahini? I think I did. So let me say it again. Raw vegan Caesar dressing is olive oil, apple cider vinegar, tahini, dulce flakes, and sea salt. So yeah, you're gonna the Caesar salad, the dressings, guys, you have to be careful from the dressings in the grocery stores because half of the time the first ingredient is soybean oil, okay, which is absolutely devastating for you to consume, okay? Yes. Sounds good, because It is absolutely incredible. It comes from an award-winning, one-of-a-kind restaurant. Okay, so shout out to Ocean Beach, San Diego, California. I did get the recipe from Peace Pies. Okay, so that is their credit. It's not my recipe. But I did tell JP, the owner, that I would spread the message of a raw vegan diet. I did make that proclamation to him, okay? And he sent me forward on my quest. Okay. All right, welcome back, Grace. This is absolutely amazing, guys. Oh my gosh. You were there for vacation in San Diego, okay? If I knew I'd try it, now I'm gonna try it. So Stones Wolf, where are you from? Are you in California? Let me know if you don't care. You guys can let me know where you're from. I've been coast to coast. I've been to a lot of vegan places. But yeah, Peace Pies is actually the only raw vegan restaurant I think I've been to. Another one was really, really subpar. Peace Pies is absolutely incredible. So yeah, next time you're there, Stone Wolf, you must absolutely, at all costs, go. Thank you, Lilo Kitty. This is so interesting. I appreciate that. We can trend from time to time. So yeah, nice job, DJD. You're already eating a salad. Probably way better than your previous choices, okay? A salad is... I never thought I'd be here eating a salad every single day. I never thought in my life I'd be doing that, but they're absolutely incredible. So yeah, I actually... When I'm done with this, I'm going to grab the Caesar salad to show you guys, okay? Thank you, Heather, for joining tonight. So, Lilo Kitty, we have some friends in Florida, New York. I've never been to New York, due diligence. You were talking about dreading your hair. Yeah, these are freeform dreadlocks. Very, very easy for me to achieve. I just stopped brushing them, and then, it did take very, very long to form, obviously, but it was just it was a lifestyle for me because I no longer wanted to cut or buzz my hair, okay? It was just terrifying experience, losing spiritual ability with every cut, okay? Losing chi, literally losing chi. All right. So, yeah. You're welcome, Lilo Kitty. That recipe, guys, you are welcome because that recipe, that dressing recipe, has me eating salads every single day. And again, I never thought I would say that because I literally went from Egg McMuffins every single day, guys. Guys, I promise you, I had the biggest addiction to fast food out of probably anyone you know, okay? And I mean that seriously. Unless there's people who are good at hiding it, but yeah, I would literally 2 Egg McMuffins, 2 hash browns, light work. Easy day, okay? And I wasn't finished. Obviously, there's still lunch and dinner. How bad are energy drinks? Thank you, H. They are very, very, very bad. You can literally die from... You can literally die, and people have died from overdosing on energy drinks and overdosing over the period of years that is drinking them in the morning like coffee. People will have like literally like heart palpitations, and they had to... I do believe the early versions of Monster and Red Bull and Rockstar, they had to take certain ingredients out because teens were actually getting knocked out in droves, okay? So they are worse for you than coffee, obviously. And at least coffee is derived from a natural source. Okay, it is processed, but at least it is derived from a natural source. There's honestly no telling what's in the Thank you, Susie. There's no telling what's in the energy drinks in this point in time. So Lilo Kitty, Abigail and I, we are actually moving to Florida in the next 3 years. I have my eyes set on Plant City / Tampa Bay, but it could be anywhere in the state. It doesn't, as long as I make it to the home free state, God bless Trump, Florida. We have made it to the freest state left in the United States of America, Lilo Kitty. The Sunshine State. Okay. So yeah, looking forward to that, but I'm enjoying my purgatory here in North Texas, because I have been in Ocean Beach, California for the past 5 years, okay? Just I was talking about peace pies earlier. So Texas is a social media effort. For the next 3 years here in Texas, all my efforts are going to cross-platforming these 70,000 viewers to OnlyVan619, my YouTube channel, okay? So yeah, I do believe energy drinks are one of the worst things that you can buy. I really do. That's a great question. H. Hartstorn, I already follow you, so thank you. Bet, because I'd love to be healthier. So Stoned Wolf, where are you located, Stoned Wolf? I don't know if you answered, but can you answer me, where in the country are you located? What about coffee? Too acidic for the body? Yeah, coffee is very, very acidic for the body. Yeah, I never got addicted to coffee, so but I know how hard it can be. I've seen people struggle with it, but it does the same thing. It does the same thing on the milder level, luckily. So I do believe there are health benefits to coffee too. So it's not going to be as detrimental, anywhere near as detrimental as an energy drink. So coffee is something I would have even a few times a year, but I would never, ever have an energy drink even once a year, or ever again for the rest of my life. So that's how I feel. Coffee is not, you can't compare coffee to an energy drink, okay? Unless it's gas station coffee, okay? French vanilla gas station coffee, okay? That's not the kind of coffee that I'm talking about. All right, what's up, Mad Love It? Yeah, 100% cocoa. Look, and guess what? Due diligence drag. I use coconut cream. Okay. I take it a step further, replace the dairy with coconut cream that I get from Sprouts. It's incredible. It tastes delicious, and it's a spot on replacement. Not all vegan replacements do a good job, but coconut cream is absolutely incredible when we're replacing heavy cream. Okay. So Amber Lane, cocoa might help you because cocoa is a step down from the caffeine that you can find in coffee. Cocoa still has a mild form of caffeine. So yeah, Amber Lane. When dealing with an addiction, I always do one of two things. I cut it out completely, or I take baby steps out. You can try one of two ways, okay? One of the two will work if you are committed, okay? One will be more effective than the other. Cutting out immediately or taking baby steps, okay? Try both. Okay. So hold on, I did visit Cali because my sister husband is in Marines on Oceanside. Okay, I'm Indiana. Okay, Indiana. I bought my Ford Festiva 1993. God bless that vehicle because it got 40 miles a gallon and it was my favorite car of all time. I bought that car in Terre Haute, Indiana. Stoned Wolf in Terre Haute, Indiana. Okay, beautiful part of the country, actually. Indiana. Was it Indiana or Illinois? I do believe it was Indiana. Terre Haute, am I correct, Stoned Wolf? So there's going to be no vegan places around you whatsoever, unless you can make it to Louisville, Kentucky. That's your best bet. But I wouldn't even drive that far because it's not worth it. Honestly, guys, mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, you can whip up any vegan delicacy with mushrooms, guys. You just have to learn how to cook them correctly, and I'm telling you, I used to love meat. I used to love cheeseburgers. I'm telling you, mushrooms are the answer. They really, really are. And I used to absolutely hate mushrooms, I promise. I used to hate mushrooms. You could not pay me to eat a mushroom. Okay? So yeah, it's hard. But let me tell you guys, that these, and I was, yeah, look, once you make it to day 7 of a fast, and look, these chemicals in these foods, they're just more addictive to quit than heroin, cocaine, alcohol for a reason. Okay, remember, Monsanto is behind this chemical warfare that we're facing. Okay, so they make it hard for a reason. Okay, yes, it's hard, and we are all, look, no one's better than anyone else. We're all subject to this. Look, unless you are leader of King Monsanto himself, okay, and you're an elite, and no one on the elite has an iPhone or has a TikTok, okay, we are all under threat by this food matrix network, okay. So yes, it's hard, but there's no way. They've been trying for eternity to bottle the human spirit. They just can't. It hasn't worked yet. But with the way AI is going, and with the animosity that is building between our communities, we could use our intelligence to enslave each other. Hey guys. So yeah, I was in Austin a few weeks ago and saw local stores had a huge selection of fresh mushrooms. Okay, it was awesome. Yeah, I've started going to Asian markets like H Mart and 99 Ranch, and have been blessed by the mushroom kingdom. Okay, I've been blessed by the mushroom gods, because guys, if you get mushrooms from Whole Foods or Sprouts, you are going to be overpaying so much. Okay, so much that it's insane. Okay, I just realized how much money we were wasting at Whole Foods and Sprouts on their mushrooms. They overcharge them exponentially, because let's be honest, white people don't go to 99 Ranch. White people don't go to international markets. So they're counting on the white man's ignorance, and they're doing a great job. Like, they made tons of money. I threw money at them repeatedly. For some context, it's just literally, you'll spend $4 to get double the amount, and then $5 to get at Sprouts or Whole Foods. $5 will get you, or $7 rather, a fraction of what $4 will get you, or half the cost. It's sorry. So yeah. My thoughts about cheese, even worse than meat. Welcome, Sol Volcano. The cheese, the dairy and cheese, the hormones and the growth hormones, the antibiotics they use. Dairy products are, it's a myth that vegetarianism is any better. If you look at the lifespans of vegetarians and meat eaters, it's comparable. It's comparable depending. It's condensed. You're dealing with a lot when it comes with dairy. You're dealing with hormones, animal hormones, the natural ones. You're dealing with injected hormones so they can produce more. You're dealing with pus. Now, raw goat milk. I don't call this dairy. I don't even call that dairy. If I consider dairy to be, yes, clog you up. I consider dairy to be acidic. Raw goat milk is alkaline. Raw goat milk is alkaline. Amber Lane, look, this is a rabbit hole. This is a rabbit hole. I can't go over every single topic in one live stream. It's an ongoing conversation for the next 3 years. So yeah, Amber, there's a lot to cover. So thank you for your questions. Now, cow milk is acidic. Raw goat milk is alkaline, okay? And we must maintain a balanced pH, our blood, and the majority of us are over acidic, okay? From cow's milk, from Coca-Cola. Come on, guys. So a balanced pH. And to add further, raw goat milk is absolutely delicious, okay? I was an animal caretaker for a pair of entrepreneurs in Bowling Green, Kentucky, okay? And I worked with them for 3 to 4 years, okay, on their homestead, and milked a flock of goats, okay? And witnessed babies being born every year, okay? So I worked intimately with goats. Welcome, Leia. And I need to tell you guys that fresh raw goat milk is, especially after working with the goats, it's so, I can't even explain it. It's just special. It's special. It's special when you know the animals, okay? And the taste is absolutely incredible, okay? Absolutely incredible. And guys, when I got back to Texas, I tried raw milk because there's a farm in Texas that provides raw milk from cows, and I used to drink that by the gallon when I ate meat. And I tried it recently, about 3 or 4 months ago, and it was way too intense. It was way too intense. I had a gallon. I was so excited. I had a cup ready. I poured it right there. And keep in mind, I've been plant-based for 7 years. But I'm not opposed to reintroducing some animal products that have been proven to have beneficial health benefits. So raw cow milk has been proven to have benefits. What is colostrum? Okay, the colostrum in the raw milk. Okay, so that being said, I take a huge swig after not having any dairy for 7 years, and honestly, I couldn't drink the rest of the milk. I couldn't drink the rest. I could taste the inside of the cow. I could taste the inside of the cow's mouth. I could taste the nostrils. I felt very violated, guys. I felt very violated, like I was inside the cow or the cow was inside of me, inside of my nose. It was very, very icky. So I wanted to give it a chance, and I did, and that was it. We could part ways, okay? So raw milk, are there benefits? I do believe there are possibly benefits, but I can receive benefits from a plant-based source, okay? Now, if I milked my own cows, I do believe the taste would be drastically different. I really do. That goes with that goes with hens and eggs too. So on the farm, we had hens, okay, where I harvested eggs as well. So at some point, I will achieve a lifestyle similar to that. So I will be introducing my own flock of animals. They could possibly sustain me. We will see. I'm open minded to the idea. Okay. Welcome, Alexandria. I love cashew milk as well, Amber. That's my goal. I think that's it. Look, I think humanity just needs to come together, get over it, and use each other's labor for this goal that we all have. Ultimately, this is what we all need: due diligence. We don't need the food matrix network. That is not sustainable. How long would that actually last? Okay, how long would that actually last? Who knows? There might be more resources in there leading us on. They might just be, they're just throwing us crumbs. Okay, so Amber Lane, you probably see me drink cashew milk in here all the time. But what I do to prepare it is I soak the cashews in water for about 5 hours. And unfortunately, I don't have any available for me later on, because that's normally like for later. So I soak the cashews, I drain the water, and then I blend the cashews with coconut water, and then it's cashew coconut milk. Absolutely incredible. Not forever. They're gonna make things. So yeah, my ultimate goal from humanity would be to abandon the smart grid city platform and return to revert to, rather, because we were never this, revert to a community-based society, a barter system where we put the animals and each other before ourselves. Yeah, it's very, very unlikely due to everything that surrounds us. Literally, the smart grid cities are in place and being upgraded as we speak. So what do we have? What do we have as collateral to collapse the system? It is awakening. It is a mass awakening, because once that happens, that's what they would call the Great Reset. Once humanity, and we have this ability, this is due diligence, Dragon, others, and everyone in here, this is what they will never tell you. Humanity has the ability to access a hive mind. That means we are one. That means if I move my hand, everyone else moves their hand. Do you understand what kind of power that brings to humanity? Do you guys understand what we could actually achieve? That is literally our power. Yes, a unison effort. And I do mean that in every single way. Physically, emotionally, spiritual union. That is what they don't want us to remember. That is what they don't want us to remember, guys. And if you could imagine the severity and the power of that connection, then you would understand why they fear humanity at every end and why they can simply never win. It is a karmic loop, okay? It's a reset over and over again. At some point we remember, and then they pull the plug. It's the Great Reset, okay? Our minds are limitless. That is correct. That is why we are under threat. Our minds are under threat. Thousands of advertisements per day, chemicals in our food supply, in our air, and our water to numb our creative minds. We are 3D printers, but we are under threat, okay? We are under attack. So they're putting restrictions on our creativity, and these smart grid cities are another barrier from us accessing this. Okay, which is why it's humanity's goal to retreat. Okay. All right. All right, guys, I come to a close here. I'll read a few more comments. I appreciate you guys for, by the way, I'm going to repost this entire episode. I recorded the comments as well, screen recorded, only Van619, okay? So even though there's only 10 people in here, sometimes there's hundreds, sometimes there's 10. Either way, the episodes get reposted, and it's oftentimes when there's only 10 people in here, I can actually, without getting interrupted by the troll / NPC clone army, I can actually make these important points and see the comments that I need to see. So I appreciate you guys for staying here and understanding that it's not about how many people are in here. It is about our ability to, we have to reach these people one way or another. It's not going to be exclusively through social media, but it can be when you are walking, doing whatever you are a walking lighthouse. Okay, we are a lighthouse. We need to be broadcasting this frequency no matter what we are doing. Okay, so yeah, we need the basics, eating as close to the ground as possible and not eating what we don't need. And Amber Lane, correct, but to twist what you said, the fruit highest from the tree closest to the sun. Okay, I do believe fruits are superior to vegetables personally. Now, vegetables are going to do the work of sweeping out the processed food. So vegetables play their role. Hippocrates himself said food is medicine. Vegetables play their role. Now, in our pristine state, that is a squeaky clean body, fruits are going to electrify us and inspire us further. Okay, vegetables will ground us and clear out accumulation. Okay, excuse me. Thank you, Amber Lane. So we are closing on some strong points. Okay, so thank you, Due Diligence. Thank you, Stoned Wolf. All right, guys, perfect. Only Van619. You guys have all been. Your contributions will be added to the YouTube channel as well. You'll be recognized on there. Very, very insightful questions, guys. And I always assess awareness / IQ levels based on questions. And you all have a very high IQ level. Okay? Each and every single one of you. Okay, so you guys have a good night. You'll see me on the live streams tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a late night broadcast, but it's probably not likely tonight. Okay, so thank you guys. Only Van619, y'all. YouTube.